They get the same education, the same conditions, very good conditions, better conditions. So they get certificates, diplomas for here, and they can easily continue working in their own places, or they even can get higher positions because they have now even their diplomas. So even preschools, I hear mentioned preschools nowadays. In Uzbekistan, there were new law. Kids, when they are at 3 years, they are actually they actually go to government kindergartens, but nowadays many parents work, and most of the relatives live far from them, and nobody is there to take care of babies. So when their babies are 2 years old or 1.5 years old, when they can walk, they just give to preschools, which are private, because in government kindergartens they don't receive who if kids are 2 years old. So this is because entrepreneurs realize these problems, these pain points of the parents, and they also opened the preschools. Nowadays, according to national statistics, we have about 40,000 kindergartens, private, even family-based, non-state preschools in Uzbekistan, and about 28,000 of them are private family-based. All are private, like 40,000 are private, but 28,000 of them are family based, like families opened it in their houses, they rented in some buildings, some renovated some old buildings, they opened it in this kind of places. So innovate. The second one is innovate. So entrepreneurs actually take this point very seriously, because innovation, as I said in my previous slide, it is like changes in the process, maybe changes in the production layout. They do something, create something new, and they take risks, because entrepreneurs don't scare of taking risks. They operate in an uncertain environment. This is because they are entrepreneurs. Not everybody can be this entrepreneur like them, because they believe in themselves and they try to sustain development continuously. Because of that, they take risks. So now strategy. Let's look at the strategy, what it means. So strategy is actually exploitation. So here I mentioned some points and I will explain it one by one. Protect advantages, scale efficiently, allocate resources wisely, build systems, think long term. So what it means, protect advantages. For example, I will make an example here, Coca-Cola company. Coca-Cola protects its competitive advantage. It is by its secret formula, strong brand identity, and global distribution network. Competitors can sell Coca-Cola product, but they cannot easily replicate its brand loyalty. They cannot copy its uniqueness. This is because how they protect their advantages. And the second one, scale efficiency. Here I can make example McDonald's scaled globally by standardizing processes, menus, and even operations. This allowed rapid expansion while maintaining consistent quality and low cost. So scaling means like growing without losing efficiency and quality. Allocate resources wisely. Here I want to make example Amazon company. Amazon continuously reinvests profits into logistics, technology, and even customer experience instead of short-term gains. Rather than immediate profits, they mostly allocate their money on long-term strategies. So build systems. Build systems. Here I will mention Toyota's company, Japanese Toyota company here, because Toyota company uses two systems. Just-in-time Kaizen systems are actually launched by Toyota's companies, and it's expanded globally because these systems actually improve the quality and efficiency in the production. The reason is that just-in-time production, it means actually the system that loses storage expenditure. For example, in the production companies, in the companies which operate in the production system, they store their raw materials, right? We all know about it. But just in time, it means only getting the raw materials before the production. They don't store it in their storage place. Instead, they just take it whenever it is needed. So it simply means that it reduces storage expenditure. And Kaizen means continuous development. It is like slowly but non-stop development, every day, slowly improvement. This system actually improved quality and efficiency in the organization, and even other production companies also took this system and applied in their production. And now the next one is think long term. Here we can make an example of Google company. Google companies, Alphabet, like Google invests heavily in long-term projects like artificial intelligence, self-driving cars, and cloud infrastructure. So many projects take years to pay off, but they secure future competitiveness. So now let's move to the next slide. Okay, here, strategic entrepreneurship. Now we are joining it both. So strategic entrepreneurship is the integration of opportunity seeking and advantage seeking behaviors to to create wealth. So entrepreneurship without strategy is chaos. So as word says that entrepreneurship, we know that creating, managing, launching something new, right? So the strategy is a long-term plan. If we don't have long-term plan, it means we don't have map. We don't know where we are going. So this is because without strategy, entrepreneurship is chaos. So the next slide is about the process, strategic entrepreneurship process. So this process includes opportunity recognition, resource orchestration, innovation implementation, competitive positioning, and value creation. The first one is opportunity recognition. Here I will make some examples, like simple examples, in order to make it understandable for you, because I know that English is not your native language, but still I try to explain in a simple words like what it is. So opportunity recognition. Take, for example, one entrepreneur that just realizes the market, that there is a problem with transportation. Urban commuters face traffic congestion. Public transportation is crowded. Existing electric scooters are expensive and have poor battery life, for example. So here he comes with an idea that he needs to create some scooters which are affordable and with a long range battery, with a good battery, and it should be foldable as well, easy to carry. So this is the first process. He realized that the problem, opportunity. So resource orchestration, because for some people, the situation is problematic. The problematic situation seems opportunity for entrepreneurs. The second one is resource orchestration. Resource orchestration, it means the managing the resources, money, people, technology. So for example, in this section, entrepreneurs, what they do, they secure funding from angel investors, hires engineers to design a lightweight battery, partners with battery suppliers, and outsource manufacturing to reduce costs. So the third one is innovation implementation. So now we should implement the innovation, which we came with the idea, now turning the idea into the manufacture, into the reality. So develop a new battery system with 40% longer range, and introduce a foldable scooter, as I said now, to easy care, for making it easy to carry, and launches a mobile app to track battery health. And competitive positioning. Here, it means comparing the entrepreneur's idea with the competitor's idea, how it is different from competitors' product. Here we can say that, and the most reliable electric scooter for daily city travel, lower priced than premium brands, and longer battery life than budget competitors. So value creation. For value creation, what we can say that delivering benefits to customers, investors, and even society. For example, for customers, what kind of benefit we can bring with this idea? Of course, low cost, and of course, less time consuming, and they can save time and money by this, and company earns profit and grows market share, and investors gain returns on their investment, and cities benefit from reduced pollution. So this is the process, how it works. the next one is about strategic entrepreneurship matters. Why? Why strategic entrepreneurship matters today? There are certain reasons. First of all, the rapid technological change. The second one is digital transformation. The third is global competition. And the last one is emerging market growth. What is the reasons why it is matters so much? Now here we can also mention some companies' work, how they developed. Here we can, in the first part, we can make example Netflix and Blockbuster. We all know about this, right? Netflix, where we can watch movies. Like Netflix adapted to rapid change in technology by moving from DVD rentals to streaming, and it managed how the technology is developing. By the way the technology developing, it also developed, but Blockbuster failed to strategically respond to and was disrupted. So in the second one is digital transformation. As we know, digital transformation, we can say online purchases. Here we can make example. So here we can take Nike company. We know Nike company, right? It transformed from a traditional footwear company into digital-driven brand through apps, e-commerce, and data analytics. So digital platform nowadays play a major role in consumers' purchasing habit. Because of that, they shifted from traditional footwear company to the digital-driven brand, because they know that people can buy online also. Global competition. Take, for example, Samsung. Samsung competes with firms from USA, China, Europe every year. So it combines innovation, scale, and strategic investment in research and development to maintain competitiveness. Emerging market growth, the fourth one. So we can make an example, Unilever, which exported its products in India and Africa. From my own life experience, I can say that in India, we know that I've been there for I've lived there for 3 years, and I know about people there. There are a lot of rich people and a lot of poor people as well. So Unilever, what it did, it actually adapted products, smaller packaging, and affordable pricing to suit emerging markets. Because if it only searched like big packets of package of products, there will not be much sales, because not everybody can afford big packages. So to be able to buy for other people, to make it affordable, they did this actually methods like smaller packaging and affordable pricing. So this entrepreneurial strategy allowed growth in regions with rapidly expanding customer bases. Well, because in some countries the condition is different, culture is different, so companies, entrepreneurs should adjust it and understand it, and according to this they have to function. Now, the next slide is about key components. Key components of strategic entrepreneurship. Actually, it includes entrepreneurship mindset, strategic resources, innovation, strategic leadership, and organizational learning. Here we can include here like Jeff Bezos, Amazon company. So Bezos consistently focused on customer obsession, experimentation, and willingness to enter new markets. So this entrepreneurial mindset involves opportunity seeking and risk taking and continuous experimentation. In the strategic resources, we can say Google, for instance. Google's strategic resource includes its search algorithms, massive data sets, and advanced artificial intelligence capabilities. So these resources are difficult for competitors to imitate, but still nowadays we have ChatGPT, right? This also is one competitor for Google, what I feel. And innovation part. So here we can take Apple as an example, because Apple continuously innovates its product design, ecosystem, and user experience. So here iPhone, Apple Store, Apple Watch, We can make example of these things because it continuously keeps improving, developing every year. It comes with a new product to customers. The fourth is strategic leadership. Here we can take Microsoft, Satya Nadella. Nadella shifted Microsoft's strategy towards cloud computing and collaboration. And the fifth one is organizational learning. In the organizational learning is a good example is Toyota company, because here, as I said, Kaizen system, continuously development, sustainable development system. It is so because in this system, employees at all levels contribute to the process improvements. If, for example, in the production system, they just noticed a minor change or minor problem, they just allow their employees to stop the process and they look through of it, and they solve the problem at the same point, then they will continue working, because it would be difficult at the end to solve this problem. Therefore, they solve the problem on time and then continue working in order to improve quality. We know about the Toyota company's products and how it is qualified and competitive in the global market. So now the next slide will be about entrepreneurial mindset. So it's the thinking mind of entrepreneurs. So it includes alertness to opportunities, tolerance for ambiguity, proactiveness, and growth orientation. Now I will explain each of it, because examples makes it easy for you to understand and remember things. So entrepreneurial mindset. Here I can take alertness to opportunities. I can make example Uber company. We know that online booking, we can book online taxis, right? So Uber company. Uber saw unused private cars as an opportunity to create a ride-sharing platform. So entrepreneurs actually search for new opportunities. Even we have in Uzbekistan, like companies like we can book online taxis. Yandex company, we can book online. We can go wherever we want in our country, in our state. By this way, it actually reduces our time and our effort, because we don't need to just leave our house and wait for taxi outside. We just book it and we go. So the second is tolerance for ambiguity. So of course, entrepreneurs must have patience. Otherwise, they cannot achieve their success. For example, Elon Musk with SpaceX. Musk invested in reusable rockets despite unclear timelines, cost, and outcomes. Entrepreneurs act despite uncertainty, because it actually helps them to be patient, because they believe themselves strongly and they know that one day they will achieve success. Proactiveness. In proactiveness, we can take Netflix. As I said in my previous slides, that Netflix shifted from DVD rentals to streaming because the DVD actually became very old. Now nobody uses it. But if it stayed in the same level, Netflix couldn't succeed. So it tried to manage, it tried to change its position. So the fourth is growth orientation. Here we can take Amazon, as I said. Amazon reinvests profits for long-term growth instead of maximizing short-term earnings. And entrepreneurial mindset is opportunity-driven, future-focused, and comfortable with uncertainty. Now we can move to next slide. Opportunity identification. So opportunity identification, as the name says, that we should first identify opportunity, that which I said may seem problematic for some people, but for entrepreneurs, it is opportunity. So here, market gaps, technological change, and customer pain points, institutional change. So what examples can we do here? We can do like Airbnb company. We can take Airbnb company. This was actually, there was a gap between expensive hotels and travelers needing short-term accommodation. Airbnb identified this unmet demand and created a peer-to-peer lodging market. Opportunities arise when existing markets cannot meet or fail to meet on the customers' needs. The second is technological change. For example, Zoom. We do highly qualified conferencing, video conferencing by Zoom. This is also one of the technological change. So the next one is customer pain points. As I said now, Uber company, which taxi booking, it actually helped people to do app-based booking. And the next one is institutional change. In the institutional change nowadays, we all commonly use that online payments, right? We can take example, fintech firms, companies like PayPal, Stripe, from where we pay our payments, we do our payments, we pay for our education, for our financial services, we pay our tax, debt. So these things actually help us improve our quality of life. Now we are not able to sit in a queue or leave our house. We just pay online, that's it. So now, what strategic entrepreneurs actually do differently? They ask two questions at the same time. What new value can we create? How do we keep others from copying it easily? This second question is what most entrepreneurs miss. Therefore, they fail. We know that every year many companies just launch, but in the next year they just finish, they quit. This is because they don't answer the second question. They have to be actually alert. They have to answer to both questions. So difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. Well, some may say that they are identical. They are the same, but it's not like that. So a businessman runs an existing business model, focusing on profits, steady growth, and calculated risks within established markets, acting as a market player within established markets. Pay attention. An entrepreneur, conversely, creates something new with an innovative idea, takes higher, often calculated risks to disrupt markets, and aims for rapid scaling, acting as a market creator or leader. The key difference lies in innovation and market creation versus operating with an existing structure. So this is the difference between businessman and entrepreneur. Now, here we can talk about value creation and value capture. Entrepreneurship value creation, how they will create value by new product, new market, new business models, and new way of solving problems. Because just producing the product, doesn't give the value to people. Solving their problem, giving better value, it means like you solve their problem. This gives a great value for them. So here, a number of business models are there nowadays. We see that there are different kind of business models are there. For example, platforms by which people like buyers and sellers can connect together, like directly. Both of them can do businesses. Or subscription, for example, Netflix. We use it. Before subscription, we cannot use it. We can pay for that monthly or yearly, and also direct to customers, directly like platform, as I mentioned now. Customers can just buy their products from the owner, and owners can sell to the final customers without retailers. So aggregator, brokerage, this is also one of the business models. For example, brokerage connects users to services without owning assets. So this is the reasons that this is the business models, type of business models nowadays. And the next slide is about strategy, value capture, how we capture the value, cost advantage. For example, in the market, there are a lot of competitors, a lot of entrepreneurs, right? The products might be the similar as well. But if we give the product with a slightly less price, of course, consumers will give priority to this product. The reason is that cost advantage they get. and brand patents and customer loyalty. How we can gain customer loyalty? Actually, customer loyalty can be gained only by a highly qualified product and with cost advantage. Like if we give less prices to customers, this also gives the advantage. And also network effect, like how we distribute the product, whether it reaches final customers easily, and organizational capabilities, like managing the resources, how it manages the money, technology, and whatever resources it has. And now let's move to ethical and sustainable entrepreneurship. So ethical, actually, nowadays we have a lot of businessmen around in the world, around the globe, but not all of them follow ethical rules. Ethical rules include social impact, environmental responsibility, long-term value creation. It is very important to follow, to organize, manage a business, run a business. So here actually social impact includes like addressing societal needs, ensuring fair treatment for workers, supporting communities. Environmental responsibility includes minimizing economical harm through sustainable sourcing, waste reduction, lower carbon emissions, and integrating green practices into the business model. Long-term value creation, this is building resilient businesses that benefit all stakeholders, not just shareholders, for the future. So ethical actually rules are very important if we want to be good entrepreneur, and if we want to be respected as well, we need to follow this. So risks. We know everywhere risks are available. Risks in strategic entrepreneurship is also there, like market risk, technology risk, and the next slide says that financial risk, strategic risk. What kind of risks are these? So we have to understand it first and make examples as well. So market risk, for example, consumers will not accept or demand the product or service even if it is well designed and well executed. Maybe it occurs because of misjudging customer needs and poor timing of market entry, strong competition, and wrong pricing and positioning. These can be also the reasons that customers doesn't want that product. This is market risk. Because an entrepreneur enters to the market, they take risk. Of course, they do research in the market, but still, nobody guarantees what will happen tomorrow. So this is a reason that there are risks available. The second one is technology risk. So the technology may fail, become obsolete, or not perform as expected. So this is the technological risks. It may also occur because of immature or untested technology, rapid technological changes. The next one is financial risk. Financial risk requires whether company doesn't have enough fund to operate in the market. It is financial risk. It is maybe because of high initial investment and poor cash flow management, over reliance on debt, unexpected expenses may occur. They spend a lot of money, for example, in the production, but the outcome may not give the same money. So this is financial risks. Strategic risks, for example, they have strategy, but strategic risk arises from poor strategic decision that prevent the firm from achieving long-term goals. Maybe this is because of wrong business model and entering unsuitable market and poor partnership or acquisitions, ignoring competitive threats. This also can be the reasons for this. Market risk and financial risk, strategic risk, and all. So now we will move to next slide, like entrepreneurial actions and strategic actions. Both include visions, opportunities, network and markets, creativity and innovation, organizational learning, people and teamwork, decision-making, communication, leadership, and planning. These all are included in both sides, like entrepreneurial and strategic actions it requires. So I will continue with performance measurement. So if we don't measure our performance, how we can know that we are going in the right way? If we don't control, there are different kind of control at the first level, in the middle level, at the end level. We have to control all the levels because it's important. If we just take only control at the end level, we can just miss some points in the middle. So this is because we have to keep control over all the levels, all the processes, like in the production. So financial performance, innovation outcome, growth indicators. So we have to measure this all. So now in financial performance, let's say, financial performance measures how effectively an organization uses its resources to generate profit. Here, some indicators may be like revenue and revenue growth, profit, net profit, and operating profit, and return on investment, and cost efficiency and cash flow. Innovation outcome, like, for example, measure how successfully an organization creates and applies new ideas and products and processes. For example, they came with a new idea or innovation. They have to know whether it's bringing them profit or not. So number of new products and services launched, they just calculated, and percentage of revenue from these new products, what outcomes they got it from them. So growth indicators, it measures whether the organization is expanding its size, market presence, or long-term potential. For example, if the number of employees increased, or maybe they opened new branches, this also shows growth indicator. It's also indicator, actually. Market share growth, customer base expansion, employee growth, and geographic or product line expansion. So this also can be the indicators as well. So now let's move to common failures. So of course, entrepreneurship, businesses doesn't happen without failures. There are failures, but we should pay attention what kind of failures it is. First is over innovation without strategy, over planning without action, poor execution. This is actually very rough and very difficult, actually. This is so this kind of failures they have to avoid. So now see, common failures, three I mentioned, right? So over innovation without strategy. So for example, take a company, they come with 5 new products every year, but with minor differences in it. It will confuse customers which product is the best. But it's better to create one, the best product, rather than 5 products with minor changes or minor differences. It confuses the customers and they stop buying it, and this brings profit. This brings actually problem for the company. So this is over innovation without strategy. They don't have strategy, they don't have map, but they are producing different kind of products. The second one is over planning without action. What it means, it's wasting time for planning, thinking, but not doing anything. At the end, in the result, nothing is there. But they're wasting time for planning, for just thinking. But here, what it happens, like competitors go before them. They do, while they are thinking, competitors do the action, and they receive their profit. So resources are wasted on ideas that don't add value. So confuses customers and employees. And lack of focus reduces overall performance. So this is the reasons. So in over planning, we can say opportunities are missed, competitors act faster, plans become outdated before execution. The last one is poor execution. Even if they have good strategy, implementation is not good. It means this. For example, they create the product, but they don't control properly. They have strategy, but they don't implement it. It means like you make plans for New Year, for coming New Year, you make a list of plans, but you don't do anything. What's the point of writing then? It's better you write, you follow it, you obey the rules you set for yourself. It's better to do that rather than writing. So overall, many ideas. So over innovation without strategy, it's many ideas, no clear direction. Over planning without action, it's many plans, but no results. Over poor execution, it's good ideas and plans, but weak implementation. Uh, Now we will move to the next slide, like role of universities. So what is the role of universities for entrepreneurship? Just imagine knowledge creation, entrepreneurial education, industry collaboration. For example, there are universities where you can get education in finance, in business, and all, and entrepreneurial education. For example, in the management classes, you do startups. You learn how to do it, how to manage yourself, how to manage business, how to launch, how to run it. So after finishing the university, after getting your diploma, you start using this knowledge into practice. You start practicing it, and this will help entrepreneurs to actually use whatever they learned in universities. So industry collaboration, some universities collaborate with industries directly, and both the parts they finance and it. And for example, take university which collaborates with pharmaceutical firms. They create medicine or some remedies, like for future generation, like for some illnesses. They actually join their efforts together and work. This is the role of university, how it helps for entrepreneurship. So the next one is about innovation in strategic entrepreneurship. What kind of innovations we can do in strategic entrepreneurship? For example, product innovation, process innovation, business model innovation, and organizational innovations. In product innovation, so we can say that changes in the layout, changes in the design of product, it's also called product innovation. Or coming to the market with a new product which can better solve the problem of customers, or just improving the quality of existing product is also product innovation. The second one is process innovation. Process innovation involves like the production process, changes in the production process. Maybe you will change the process of production and you make it much easier. You, by this way, you improve the quality of product and quality of workplace, quality of efficiency, like improve the level of efficiency. These things also we can include. So next is business model innovation. Business model, actually, for example, you are, for example, following the traditional method of selling, but you shift to modern method, like you sell online, you create platform, you directly sell, or you just help customers to get delivered at their doors. So this the things that models innovation. Organizational innovation, like you make changes in the organization, improve the quality of workplace for customers, and make changes, improve it. So these things we can include here. Let's continue with skills for strategic entrepreneurs. Which skills they should have? Strategic thinking. What do you think about strategic thinking? Actually, strategic thinking is about thinking long term, thinking critically, and being able to see the future. It's not simple thinking. It's different. Strategic thinking is required only whenever you are entering to a new market, because you don't know about the market, you don't know the condition, what is there, you don't know how many competitors are there, but still you enter, you take risks, you do strategy here, you create strategy for yourself, you think. For example, you create new product, or you enter to the market with a new product. Of course, it requires strategic thinking. It is different from tactic thinking. Strategic thinking is a long term. Tactic thinking, it helps to improve and get done the work of strategic thinking. And the second is opportunity analysis. I mentioned to you a lot of companies in above slides. I said about Uber, I said about other companies, Amazon, Google, Netflix. So opportunity analysis, actually to see the situation, analyze it, recognize what is problem, and get this problem like your problem. You solve it and get your profit. So the third is leadership. Of course, entrepreneurs should be leaders. They have to have an ability to make people believe in them, and they have to have a ability to make people follow him also. Execution capabilities, like how to operate, how to do manage business. Once you launch it, you have to be able to run it also. You hindrances, stoppage shouldn't be on your way. You shouldn't just pay attention to hindrances. You just focus, just in the future, focus your goals, and the mind of entrepreneurs should be future focused. So, role of strategic leadership: vision setting, risk management, balancing short term and long term, and empowering innovation. So, this is the role of strategic leadership. So, they have to be able to see, as I said, visualize the future, and they have to also manage risk. Everything they have to put in a management, and balancing short term and long term, because it's important for them. Empowering innovation: once they came with the idea, they have to implement it, they have to do it, otherwise it would be in the list but not done. So here well-known entrepreneurs globally include, I will include now, tech pioneers like Elon Musk with Tesla and SpaceX, Jeff Bezos with Amazon, Bill Gates with Microsoft, Mark Zuckerberg with Meta, Facebook, and Steve Jobs with Apple, alongside business magnates like Oprah Winfrey and Warren Buffett and Richard Branson, and historical figures such as Henry Ford and John D. Rockefeller, all recognized for innovation and massive impact on industries and daily life. So we all know about these entrepreneurs, right? Their work, actually their product, globally it is expanded, and we all know about it. So in conclusion, strategic entrepreneurship is not optional. It is essential for long-term competitiveness in dynamic markets, and strategic entrepreneurship is the discipline of turning bold ideas into durable success. So dear students, thank you for your attention. Now New Year is coming, and I'm going to congratulate you all with the coming New Year, and I wish you all to achieve your planet dreams, goals, and whatever you dream. May God bless you with good health and of course wealth, with full pocket of wealth, money, and great success in your education, in your life. Take care of yourself and your relatives. Coming New Year, I wish that came with full of happiness to you. And if you have any questions regarding today's topic, you may ask me and I'm ready to answer. Any questions from today's lecture? I hope today's lecture was interesting, understandable for you. If any questions, you may ask.
Yes, any question in a message, Mom?
Okay. Any questions?
Any question in the message? Maybe I would like to read. If someone is establishing a training institution, what specific indicator should be mentioned to remain alert to new opportunities?
You mean if somebody wants to launch a business, what indicators?
Yes.
So it depends actually. If they open a business in their own country, they already know about the culture, people, the need of the market, right? But if they want to expand their business, like they want to go to other markets, like outside of the country, they have to make a research. Of course, it's very important. The indicators, like what I mean, that the culture is different, people are different, their tests and their thinking is different than the other countries. So they have to, first of all, manage and focus in these things. And after that, they have to come with a new idea to the market because it's very important. These indicators, for example, without making research, the company fails. If it brings the product here, for example, in the country, and it doesn't suit the need of the people, it may fail. For example, take Asian and Europe countries. For example, European countries comes with a product to Asian countries, right? We are Muslims. We don't eat pork, but they cannot serve us products with pork. They have to actually adopt culture. And afterwards, they can follow here, they can run their business here. Was it according to your question? Or
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Um, one more, Miss Saknova. Actually, your language is very good, but sometimes it's too fast. Sometimes I don't understand some of it. Would you like to share your material PPT?
yes, yes. If you want, I can give this. Which part of it you want? I will show you. Otherwise, I will give full PPT to you.
Thank you.
Which parts you didn't understand, I can explain you. Otherwise, I will just send all the PPT files to your email if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. But leave me your email, okay? Then I will
Okay.
send you or some uh, some other emails or Facebook or Telegram, whatever you leave, I will give you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Any question more in message, mom?
Okay.
Ma'am, I'd like to ask you a question, if you may. Okay, thank you. My name is Eru. I'm also an civil servant as a government. Uh, I want to know about your opinion in Uzbekistan. Is the flat Hizmetleri Markazi is like one-stop service, public service. Is
Public service.
that
Davlat
kind?
markası. Aha, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, it is like an innovation for the public service. And what is relating with the strategic for the citizen and government, like as your opinion? Thank you.
Okay, so Davlat Markazi. So it is, actually electronic platform. It's e-platform, like we citizens of Uzbekistan, we use it for many reasons. For example, previously, for example, take nostrification of diploma. You know about it? For example, if some students studied in other country, when they come to their own country and they have to they have to do nostrification, their diploma, and to get the job here. This kind of services. Actually, this Davlat Markazi hizmetleri, it's actually government service for nation. It serves for nation's well-being, and it has more than 200 services there, and it serves online. Like you can if you want to put your kids to government kindergarten, or you want to put your kid to the government schools, you have to apply by this platform. You will apply by this platform. They just look at your situation. They see your they take that some time, like maybe 1 2 working days, and they solve your problem. They give you like permission. You take this document online, it's already ready. You just download it and you go to give it to kindergarten if you want to put your kid there. If you want to put in the school, it's also available. You can do that also. Even documentation of houses, and what other services, diploma certification, and also their a lot of things are there. Many services are included. It's much easier for us now. Previously, we used to sit in a queue, but now it's very easy. From home, we just see the service. We just choose from listed services what we want. We just take it and we do some operations online. We pay very not much according to the service payment fee. We pay it, and we do it very fast.
Oh yes, and in Sidoarjo we adopted and you called Sidoarjo Public Health Service, but it doesn't contains the healthcare service. It's excluded.
Healthcare.
Healthcare, yes. It's
No.
just like an administration with the permit and some of the immigration.
Mhm.
Then the is investment, the permit investment.
Hmm.
And it's good to see that the the flood is like in Azerbaijan, I think the Asan Sigmat, I think is just same like that. Thank you from Mr. Professor.
Okay. Okay. Any questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Introducing. My name is Agus Iswanto.
Nice to meet you.
I want to question for your professor.
Mhm.
Leadership, high leadership, high entrepreneurs. Maybe you explain is self turns self confidence. Jadi connection about leadership, high leadership, high entrepreneur, but is turn self confidence. Maybe you explain what your case is in tonight. Thank you.
So, high entrepreneurs, you mean leadership, right?
Yes.
So, why I say that it's a strong belief to themselves, because not everybody can be an entrepreneur, because it's not easy actually, because entrepreneurs are independent. They create, they come with an idea, and they invest their time, money, and they take big risk for that. So this is because what I say, they are strong and they have a strong belief to themselves, and mostly independent, because they don't work for somebody, they don't give information to somebody, they work for themselves. Whatever they do, they get benefit, or else they just lose. This is the things that if they strongly believe to themselves, and if they try to achieve this, and they have to follow their own rules. Like, for example, they came with an idea, right? They have to make lists for that, and they have to of course they may face hindrances on their way, but they have to be strong, they have to be patient, they have to be independent for that. Leadership, actually, not everybody can be leader. Some people may say they are inborn, like innate. Some may say no, they can learn it by experience also, they can learn from somebody. It's of course true, they can also learn from somebody by being close to leaders or working with leaders and learning from their life experience. But still, entrepreneurs should be leaders, because they are doing this, they are coming with a new idea, right? They have to be leaders, they have to follow it. If, for example, mostly whatever decisions they do, they will pay for that, they will be responsible for the decisions they made, because not their workers work and get their salary, but entrepreneurs should be independent, should be able to answer to their decisions. Therefore, I think they have to be strong, patient, and should have some leadership skills. Otherwise, they cannot run the business.
Yes. Thank you. Professor. Thank you. Is I like your presentation. Is good presentation. Is good job.
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Excuse me, ma'am. Is there any
Mhm.
question from Vita Unianti? The question is, can we apply strategic entrepreneurship to our new business? And how much research do we need to regarding the business
Mhm.
plan so that we can create strategic entrepreneurship?
Mhm. Okay, good. Well, actually, strategic entrepreneurship, as I explained now, it's not just running a business. It's just not opening a business. It's both, right? So we all know we are already grown, and we all know that before starting a business, we cannot just start it, right? Because we require effort, money, and time for that. So what we do is we have to think about the situation. We have to search for opportunities. What is a problem? What we can do? For example, there is a problem with education, or there is a problem with product. Somebody is not satisfied of it. So we have to come with a new idea, and we have to try to solve this. And also we have to pay attention whether our knowledge is available for that, or if it is less, we have to keep learning, or we have to gather people who knows about it, and we have to make research the market, what is in need for people, what they need. We have to come with that idea. We have to solve, we have to give great value for people, and then we can also only succeed only by this way, only we can have success. And also we have to make research in the market, and also we can make some questionnaires from people. We can select and know about their needs, and about their taste also we can know. And once we come with a new idea, after making research, we come with a new idea, we make startups, we can do how to say, advertisements, and to make it like how to say, to make it visible, like uh, to say that we are launched, so we are started our business. So here, first of all, research is very important, and we have to know about the taste preferences of people by questionnaire. It may be also we can do that. And also we have to observe, see the situation, get the opportunity, and gather knowledgeable people around us, or it may be our friends. Just because opening a business, maybe for some people it is difficult because knowledge or investment, problem with money, it may be so. But if we find some partners, reliable partners, trustworthy partners, it would be better, because you are serious about your business, you want to open, so you have to have very trustworthy friends who also interested in this sphere, and who are ready to help you and get benefit from this business. So by this way you can do that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for your explanation.
Okay, that's it. Or any questions? If your questions finish it, I wish you good luck for coming new year. Take care of yourself and your relatives.
Okay,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prof.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice
Bye
day.
bye. Take care of yourself.
Have a good
Thank you,
day.
ma'am.
Happy New Year.
Okay. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.